Hello, today I'm sharing with you my most anticipated releases for the month of January 2023. I know I'm a little too late about this because some of these already released this past week, like Stolen Air, but we're just gonna roll with it. And yes, I have about 10-12 books that I'm really looking forward to the release. We're gonna talk a little bit about it. I'm not gonna say too much, and I just want to keep it the less I know, the better. And I don't want to spoil any of you. So yeah, let's just get started. The first book is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is the first book in the Stolen Heir duology, but it's also book number 4 in the Elfhame series that she has going on. I absolutely love the Cruel Prince. I'm a big fan of Cardan, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. You're probably going to see a blog from me about this book. I didn't think it was going to be this big, but anyways, it doesn't matter. There's about 300 and something pages. It doesn't matter. You're gonna get a blog from me because I adore this series. I'm not gonna say anything other than it takes place 8 years after the Battle of the Serpent. We get Oak story, and I was just like, I'm super excited for this book. That's all I'm gonna say. This book is A Son of Silver, Flame Like Night by Emily Winslow, and this one also came out January 3rd, just like Stolen Air. This one came out January 3rd, and this is in a fallen kingdom. One girl carries the key to discovering the secrets of her nation's past and unleashing the demons that sleep at its heart. An epic fantasy series inspired by mythology and folklore of ancient China. So this is a YA fantasy. It has Chinese mythology, it has dragons and magic, and that's all I'm gonna say about this book. The cover is absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry guys, I guess I should have mentioned that I am looking at my computer on my Goodreads. I'll give you the screen. I can show you the screen if you guys like for future releases if you like. So moving on to the next book is one of part of a series that I absolutely love, and of course I'm looking forward to it, and that is book number 8. It is Lost in the Moment and Found. This is book 8 in the Wayward Children by Shannon McGuire. Comes out January 10. I believe this is when this video is going to be posted, but I'm not running to Barnes & Nobles until the weekend or the end of the month, but definitely you're going to hear from me about this book. And this is about a young girl that discover a place, a world where lost things go. That's all I'm going to say. You guys know that this is a short series. Like, these books are less than 200 pages, and my only complaint is that I wish that they were longer, like 300 pages. I'll be happy with that. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. And as you can see, I have given every book in this series 5 stars. I believe there was only one that I didn't give 5 stars, but it doesn't matter. And we have some short novellas that I haven't read because I think they online only, like Juice Like Wounds, but that's okay. Eventually I'll get to them. But for right now, I'm looking forward to January 10 for the next installment. I believe there's going to be 10 books in this series, so the next 2 are untitled, but the next book in the series, book number 8, is Lost in the Moment and Found. And continuing on with January 10 releases, the next book is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Alex Stern duology, I guess, or series. I don't know how many books are going to be in this series, but the first one was Ninth House. I haven't read it, but I will read it. And if this is a duology, it looks like it's going to be a duology. I'm super happy about that. Once this one come out, I'll probably schedule it in one of my TBRs. I don't want to say much other than, you know, it's the second book in the series. I can tell you it is fantasy, urban fantasy, paranormal, and all of that stuff. I haven't read the first book, so I can't really tell you much. So I'm just gonna leave it as that. So let's just move on to the next release, which is The Rom-Com Agenda by Jane Denker. This one also comes out on January 10th. This is a contemporary romance, adult romance, and it says a most anticipated romance by Pop Sugar, vibrantly funny, endearingly sweet, and a love letter to all things rom-com. Jane Denker's The Rom-Com Agenda is a story of 2 people finding love right when they least expect it. Yes, it looks good. It sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. It's an adult romance. rom-com. Love rom-com. I haven't read anything by this author, so I'm looking forward to having this. The ratings here are 3.55. So I don't know how good that is, but either way, I'm still going to pick it up and read it. The next book is A City of Nightmares, also releasing January 10th. Next week is going to be, this week is going to be full of my anticipated releases. So this is book 1, City of Nightmares, and it is a fantasy, young adult horror, urban fantasy, paranormal fiction, and it's by Rebecca Schaefer. And all I can tell you is that got my attention besides, the colors and the cover. It's like, you see that skeleton? Like, I love it. Anyways, what got my attention was this. Gotham meets Strange the Dreamer in this thrilling young adult fantasy about a cowardly girl who finds herself at the center of a criminal syndicate conspiracy in a city where crooked politicians and sinister cults reign, and dreaming means waking up as your worst nightmare. And the rating in Goodreads for this book is 4.11. That sounds pretty good. And that was the last of January 10. Now we are going to move into January 17. And this one, I'm super looking forward to it. Now, this one is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. It has 4.11 ratings on Goodreads already. I usually don't go by that, but this is an adult horror fiction, thriller, mystery, paranormal. What it says is your past and your family can haunt you like nothing else. A hilarious and terrifying new novel. And this author, he's the author of the Final Girl Support Group, which I didn't read, but first of all, I love this cover, right? And it just sounds good. And the fact that the rating is 4.11 makes me want to pick it up even more. So this one is one that I'm definitely going to rush to the store, probably January 17, and get it. Now, this next one, I believe this one is a self-published and it comes out January 19. Can we talk about this cover? I've seen this one on a lot of anticipated releases videos that I've been watching. And this is a adult fantasy, is LGBT, queer fiction, high fantasy, epic fantasy, but it also says young adult. I guess it doesn't matter. But anyways, this one is God Killer, and this is book 1 in the God Killer series by Hannah Kaner. I do not know how many books are going to be in this series, but this is book 1 in the God Killer series, and as the title suggests, this is about killing gods. Kiss and kills gods for a living, and she enjoys it. That is, until she finds a god she cannot kill. Enough said. I need this like January 19. Like, I need it. So, yeah. Now, the next book on my list comes out in January 24. This is a historical romance. This is book number 4 in the Fifth Avenue Rebels by Joanna Shoup. I have read the previous 3, and as you can see, my favorite one was Lady Gets Lucky. The first book, I gave it 3 stars, The Harris Hunt. The second book, I gave it 5 stars, The Lady Gets Lucky. The third book, The Bride Goes Rogue, I gave it 4 stars. Definitely looking forward to The Duke Gets Even, because this is the Duke of Lockwood. If you have not read the previous books, I'm not gonna say much other than I am so happy that he's gonna get, I kind of knew that eventually he was going to get a book, or at least I was hoping that he get his book because of what happens in the previous book. And this is also Nellie, which I kind of figure out in the third book that maybe these 2 were going to be the next book, and I'm so happy to see that I was right. Well, at least I think I'm right. And this is the last book. I guess this is a quartet, and it's called The Fifth Avenue Rebels, and like I said, it comes out January 24. Did I say January 24? Yeah, so I'm going to pick this one up as soon as it comes out. Hopefully my Barnes & Noble has it. The next book is also a romance book, Final Offer, and this is book number 3 in the Dreamland Billionaires. I believe this is a trilogy because it says Final Offer. I have the first 2 books. I haven't read them yet, but I will. Where are they? I don't see them, but they're somewhere in here. Oh, they are. The 2, they there. They're right there. Anyways, this is the third book, I believe. Yeah, 3 primary works as in Goodreads. The Fine Print. Second book is The Terms and Conditions, and The Final Offer, which comes out January 31st. I'm looking forward to this so that I can start this trilogy sometime this year. I don't have a schedule of when I'm going to start reading this, but I definitely want to read it because I have the other two. And did I say this book is by Lauren Usher? For some reason, why is this terms and conditions? Why is this cover on my page? Like, I don't want this. Let's see, 15 editions. Want to read? I picked this one. Paperback. Let me see. Switch to this edition. Okay. What is wrong with this? So there's not much I can say. It is the third book. It is a romance. Let me see if I can read you a little bit. Okay, so all I know is it's a romance, and the first book is Rowan. I'm in the business of creating fairy tales, theme parks, production companies, 5-star hotels. Everything could be all mine if I renovated Dreamland. My initial idea of hiring Sahara was good in theory, but then I kissed her. And then Sahara, after submitting a drunk proposal criticizing Dreamland's most expensive ride, as you have been fired. That's all I'm gonna say, but I'm really looking forward to this one. So the third book in the series, The Final Offer, comes out January 31st. And last is one that I've been waiting for the longest, since book 1, and that is Chain of Thorns. This is The Last Hours, book number 3 in this trilogy by Cassandra Clare. This is part of the Shadowhunters series world that she had created, and I adore these books. You don't understand. Every time a new series comes out in this world, it's like it becomes like my favorite. Just when I think I have found my favorite Shadowhunter series, she comes out and she's like knock it out of the park. So when I first started reading this, like years ago, the Mortal Instrument, when the Mortal Instrument was supposed to be only 3 books, the Mortal Instruments were my favorite. Then we had the Infernal Devices, Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. I thought that's one of my favorite trilogy. Then we have the Dark Artifices. I thought that was my favorite too. And then everything else that came out, I just like, every time a book comes out is my favorite. So then we have The Last Hours. The Last Hours came out on Chain of Gold, 5 stars. Boom. Book 2, Chain of Iron, 5 stars. What? Chain of Thorns. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I do not give low ratings to these books because I absolutely adore these characters. They've been with me for many, many years. Shadowhunter trash right here. Yes. I mean, I just adore the Shadowhunters, and anything that has to do with Shadowhunters, I want to be in. Like, I think I'm gonna do like a ranking video for my Shadowhunters because, like I said before, every time a book comes out or a series comes out, it's like, oh my god, that's my favorite. And then another one comes out, and then like, okay, no, I was wrong. This is not my favorite. So I think I'm gonna do a ranking video for it. Anyways, this one also comes out January 31st. I'm super excited. I take my time with this book, so I'm probably going to do like a reaction, like a blog or something, and can we talk about this cover because it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, all the covers are beautiful, but this one, oh my god, I'm just in love with it, and I cannot wait for January 31st. And the ratings for 4.46. I'm just looking forward to this, and I cannot wait to get back into The Last Hours, the final book in this trilogy. I'm really sad but happy to finally have a book. So these are all the books for the month of January. I have like I don't know, I have a lot of books in my 2023 anticipated releases, but I think I'm just gonna do the monthly. I wasn't sure if I want to do like the whole year, but then I was just like, that's too many books. Okay, so I'm just going to do it monthly. And as you know, January looking extremely good. Looking forward to all of these releases. You know, of course, there's more books, like self-published books that we don't have a date or we don't have a cover, that are coming out this year. So as they pop up, I will let you know some way or the other. But these are all the books that I'm super excited for. And as you can tell, The Stolen Heir and The Chain of Thorns are my top most anticipated of January. Out of all of this, those two, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching. Let me know if any of these books is on your list, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.